Hello students, welcome back. So now we will discuss about specific heat of gas. Now you all know about specific heat of any substance, that is it is the heat energy required to increase the unit temperature of unit mass of a body, isn't it? That is the heat energy which increases the temperature of 1 gram of a body by 1 degree centigrade or 1 Kelvin. Now although this definition of specific heat is appropriate or applicable or enough for solid or liquid, but it is not appropriate, that is inappropriate in case of gas. Why and how? Let's explain it. So we have seen that for a unit mass of a body, if the supplied heat energy is H and if the increase in temperature is T, then its specific heat is S is equal to H by T. Very clear? Now if anybody asks you, that is how will you increase the temperature of a gas, answer is very simple, that is by heating. But the most interesting fact is that without heating we can also increase the temperature of a gas. Not only increase, we can also decrease the temperature of a gas also without applying or rejecting heat, isn't it? Without applying, adding or without rejecting it, we can change the temperature of a gas. That is how? That is by increasing pressure, that is by compression, or decreasing pressure, that is by increasing the volume, that is by expansion, isn't it? So when if we suddenly compress a gas, it means if we increase the pressure, what would happen? In that case the temperature of the gas will increase. Why? Because in case of compression, we have already said, that is in case of compression of a gas, work is done on the gas, so its internal energy will increase, so it means its temperature will increase. Now in this case you can see there is no heat energy supplied because we have not applied any heat, we have just compressed. In this case it means the gas, the temperature of a gas can be increased without the applying of any heat, only by compression. So in this case, okay, the total amount of supplied heat is 0, so we can assume, so we can keep it 0 because here the temperature is increased without supplying any heat by compressing. So heat is 0, temperature is T increased, so it means 0. So it means the specific heat when we compress, when we increase the temperature of a gas by sudden compression, in that case specific heat of a gas is 0. Okay. Now if the gas is suddenly expand, what would happen? Then in that case obviously its internal energy will decrease since work is done by the gas. Okay. So now if the process is isothermal, it means temperature, internal energy decreases, temperature falls down, so gas will get cooled. Now if we supply, if heat is supplied to it from the surroundings, okay, then temperature will again remain constant, isn't it? It means if this process is, if this undergoes by isothermal process, okay, sudden expansion, internal energy decreases due to work done by gas, temperature falls down. But if heat is supplied to the body from the surroundings, then temperature remains constant. It means though in this case heat is supplied, but again temperature is not increased, isn't it? Temperature was decreased, isn't it? Then again supplied, then temperature remains constant. So it means increase in temperature is 0, temperature is remains constant, now they are increasing, so 0, it means in this case specific heat capacity is infinitive. So one thing we can say, how is it possible? That is how specific heat capacity can vary from 0 to infinity. So it means if in case of a gas, if its pressure or volume is not clearly mentioned, then in that case the specific heat capacity of a gas can vary between 0 to infinity, which is impossible. Why? Because in case of a solid, if we heat a solid, only its temperature increases. There is no significant changes either in its pressure or volume. But in case of gas, it doesn't happen. When we heat a gas, isn't it? Not only its temperature changes, its pressure and volume also changes. It means in case of a gas, in case of application, if we apply gas in a, if we apply heat in a gas, then along with its temperature. Not only its temperature is changed, its pressure and volume also is changed. So that's why the behavior of a gas depends on these three factors: its temperature, pressure and volume. So that's why in the definition of specific heat of a gas, it should be clearly mentioned about the the concept, or the it means the pressure and volume should be mentioned in the definition of specific heat capacity or specific heat of a gas, isn't it? It means, so what will be the appropriate, that is the appropriate or proper definition of the specific heat of a gas? Since with the application of heat along with its temperature, its both its pressure and volume is also changed. So in the definition of the specific heat of a gas, the volume and the pressure should be mentioned. So the appropriate definition of specific heat of a gas should be like this. That is the required heat energy. The required heat energy in case of a gas, the required heat energy increase the temperature of unit mass of a gas by unit temperature, that is by 1 degree centigrade or 1 K, either keeping either pressure as constant or volume at constant, isn't it? Since it fluctuates, isn't it? Due to application of heat, both pressure and volume changes along with temperature. So it means we should mention in the definition of the specific heat of a gas, that is, it is happening, the temperature is increasing by unit degree in case of unit mass of gas. At what condition? Whether is it at constant pressure or constant volume. So the required heat energy to increase the unit temperature of unit mass of a gas either by keeping volume at constant or pressure as constant. In that case, if it is mentioned, then it would be the perfect or appropriate definition of specific heat of gas. So it means that the temperature of a gas can be increased in the two ways: either by keeping pressure at constant or by keeping volume at constant, isn't it? So that's why in the expression of adiabatic process I mentioned, it is the gamma equals to Cp by Cv. I told it is the ratio of two specific heat capacity of gases. One is at constant pressure and one is at constant volume. So it means a gas contains two specific heat. Now if the question is why does a gas contain two specific heat or two specific heat capacity? This is because it means the temperature of a gas can be increased either by keeping pressure at constant or keeping volume at constant. In both the cases, keeping pressure at constant, temperature is also increased, and if we heat a gas by keeping volume as constant, also result is the same. Temperature can also be increased. So that's why a gas contains two specific heat. But in first case, when we heat a gas at constant pressure, its volume increases. Since pressure is constant, pressure cannot be changed. And if we heat a gas at keeping volume as constant, in that case pressure increases. So that's why a gas contains two specific heat capacities. One is for specific heat at constant pressure, that is Cp, small cp. One is a specific heat at constant volume Cp. So what should be the definition of these two specific heat? That is the specific heat of a gas at constant pressure means the required heat energy to increase the temperature, the unit temperature, that is unit temperature of unit mass of a gas by keeping pressure constant or at constant pressure. Clear? It means that required heat energy to increase 1 gram of it, to increase the temperature of 1 gram of a gas by 1 degree C or 1 K. Okay, that is small Cp. Then again, what should be the definition of specific heat at constant volume? Same, only volume is constant. It means the required heat energy to increase the unit temperature of unit mass of a gas keeping volume at constant. It means the heat energy which is required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of a gas by 1 degree C or 1 K at constant volume. Clear? Okay, so now moves on to molar specific heat at constant pressure. Now this is capital Cp, and molar specific heat at constant volume, capital Cp. What is molar? Molar means when instead of 1 gram of gas we take 1 mole of gas. 1 mole of gas means 1 gram molecule of gas. isn't it? So it means when the specific heat at constant pressure comes in case of 1 mole of gas, it means the required heat energy to increase the temperature of 1 mole of a gas or 1 gram molecule of a gas keeping pressure at constant, isn't it? By unit degree, the required heat energy to increase the temperature of 1 mole of a gas or 1 gram molecule of a gas by 1 degree C or 1 K keeping at constant pressure. It is called Cp. Now this is capital MCP. What is capital M? M is the molecular mass. Molecular mass or molecular weight, it is capital M. It is MCP. Why M into small cp? Since small cp is the required heat energy for 1 gram of a gas. Now if for 1 gram of a gas required heat energy is Cp, so for M molecular gas, that is for 1 mole of gas is equal to molecular mass, so it will be multiply M into Cp, which is nothing but that is the capital Cp, isn't it? But it is not molar, only specific. That is the required heat energy to increase the temperature 1 degree C of 1 gram of a gas. It is small Cp. And when it comes about 1 mole of a gas, that is this molecular mass, that is bigger, that is capital Cp. So capital Cp is equal to M into capital M into Cp. Same thing is applicable in case of molar specific heat at constant volume. This capital Cp is equal to M into small cp. Since for 1 gram of gas it is Cv, small cv. So for 1 mole of gas, that is 1 m molecular mass, isn't it? For 1 gram molecule it will be multiplied by M into small cp, that is capital Cp. Clear? So this is molar specific heat at constant pressure. Molar means when it comes about 1 mole. When 1 gram, it is only small cp and small cp. When the mass of the when the mass of the gas comes into 1 mole, that is 1 molecule, 1 gram molecule, then it will be multiplied by the molecular mass into small cp and small cp. Hope you have understood.